Singapore. First time back in close to 18 years. I planned this trip completely Singaporean. We are flying a Singaporean airline, Tiger Airways. We will be staying in Singapore hotels and we'll be eating only Singaporean food. Tiger Airways. Tiger means Singapore. When you want a beer, say Tiger. If you're gonna get a beer, you're gonna get a Tiger beer. I want to fly, just say Tiger. You're gonna get on the Tiger airline. That's the way it works. If you want to eat, just say Tiger. They'll probably serve you a Bengali Tiger. I only go to Singapore first class when I go to Singapore, so I made sure that I booked an airline that has rich Corinthian leather seats. Feel that? Oh, it's going to be a real soothing 2.5-hour flight to Singapore. Help me adjust to the jet lag, the 1-hour time difference. Tiger bites. Good. The only thing that isn't good is the prices. I'm not even in Singapore yet, and everything is priced for the Singapore wallet.
It's a pleasure to have you with us today. We look forward to seeing you again in the near future. And remember, for the lowest fares, please log on to tigerairways.com.
We arrive in Singapore in one piece. Now the Singaporeans are going to greet us and admit us into their holy land. I arrived at Airport Changi International. I'm going to take their spanking new shuttle bus, which just came off the assembly line last week, to Terminal Dos. From Terminal Dos, I will take the city train, spanking new too, right to the center of town to my hotel. We're at the airport. Next stop, hotel. How are we going to get there? Look at this. Feel this. For all these Singapore craftsmanship, we're taking a train to our hotel. Feel that. It was a long trip on the subway. I want to see Singapore at its grassroots level, so no, I didn't take a limo. I rode the transport the local people take, and this is my reward. Grand Hyatt Singapore access, all to myself. King-size bed, big and spacious, and a huge bathroom. I can have a party in this bathroom. Whew, look at this. Put a little disco strobe light here. I could just dance all night long. The name of the game in Singapore is duty-free shopping. Doesn't mean it's cheap. Everyone is in on the racket today, including Hermione from Harry Potter. She went from witchcraft to perfume craft in one shop. Singapore has taken duty-free shopping to the next level by offering shopping mall tours, particularly to Japanese and Koreans. Inauthentic cuisine tasting more like Singaporean Chinese food is included in the tour price. Singapore, full of cultural delights. It's not just a city for business and trade, a place to broaden this. So during a Friday afternoon in Singapore, I decided to see its cultural attractions, starting with a gigantic Singaporean walk. Singapore wants to be the biggest at something. They're not the biggest country in the world, they don't have the biggest population, but they do have the biggest walk. What you can do in here is you can stir-fry veggies, meats, noodles, and serve thousands, all at one time. Southeast Asia is not famous for its mind attractions, museums, books. Singapore's got it. We're going to go to the Art Science Museum today and see an exhibit on the Titanic. One thing you probably didn't know is that before the Titanic sank in 1911, 1912, I don't remember exactly which year, it came via Singapore. Then it went back to the Atlantic, hit the iceberg, and sank. The Titanic, this is one of the cultural exhibits presently built in Singapore. This is a recreation of the quarters in that 1912 unsinkable ship. Look at the luxury fittings, the luxury lighting. Look at this. Fine gold enamel doors with special keys. Fortunately, back then there were no DVD players, there was no onboard entertainment, there was no room service. This is pretty good though by 1912 standards. This has truly been a cultural day in Singapore. We explored the Titanic at the Art and Science Museum. Amazing. Learned all about what happened to the Titanic, who lived and who died. And afterwards we explored Singapore's architectural splendor. The Marina Bay Sands Hotel. 3 different towers with a boat modeled after the Titanic connecting all 3 towers. But instead of berths, dining hall, smoking rooms, and reading rooms, you just have a bar and an infinity pool. Plenty of cultural attractions here. Behind me you see the Singapore Flyover, a glorified Ferris wheel. You get to see panoramic views over the entire nation, and the Helix Bridge that takes me across new Singaporean frontiers. I try to make the most of my experiences in every country that I visit. That includes Singapore. I don't want to go to places that look like home, McDonald's, KFC, the chain movie theaters, so I come to places like Clarke Quay. I get to see Singapore, elites, yuppies, and up-and-comers socialize, eat different types of foods, meet, possibly meet their life partner, possibly join a new church. A lot of things can happen here. This is a great place to network, maybe take a swim, take a paddleboat ride, and if you're so inclined, a free-fall elevator job. When you come to a country as affluent, as trendy as Singapore, you want to fit in, you got to act like you're a kid. Like you know where to go. You got to go to the end spot, spend a lot of cash. So I hang out at Clarke Quay, spend a lot of dough, not get a lot of value, that's not important. And I drink microbrews. They're not good, that's not relevant to the equation. It's to be seen by the right people. I don't know who those people are because I don't live here, but you get the idea. Show your face and hope someone who's the right person, whatever that means, sees you and looks at you. Just nod their head. That's the objective. Trip's over. We've done what we had to do in Singapore. Nothing more to do. We're moving on to bigger Thailand, better Thailand places. See you, Singapore. Adios.